Hi, my name is Tanya Perry.
Hi, my name is Robin Perry. My daughter's name is Kale Perry. We're from Petitcodiac.
She was 13 months old when she first got sick. She was a perfectly healthy baby prior to that. So she started getting ill with just regular flu symptoms, and then she was admitted to the hospital with pneumonia. And over about a 2-day period, her condition got worse and worse. The infection got into her bloodstream. So as her condition got worse, the doctors here in New Brunswick had contacted IWK, and they, because her condition was so severe, they had suggested and recommended that they bring her to the IWK right away. Yeah, it was really rough to see her in that type of condition, because at that point they had put in a breathing tube for her. Her lungs were filling up very quickly, and the infection was rapidly going through her body. They put her into a coma. She was on a breathing tube. They told us that they didn't have any guarantees that she was even going to be able to make it to Halifax, but they were just going to do their best to keep her with us. She was in the PICU, in the pediatric ICU unit. At that point, they had also determined that she had totally lost her kidney function. Since the infection had gone through her body was in what's called sepsis. Her organs started shutting down. So your first organ to shut down is the kidneys. And the blood is just pooling to the important organs like the brain and the heart and the lungs, just trying to keep her alive. And so her kidneys had completely stopped working. They were planning, they had the nephrologist there planning on, getting her ready for dialysis. They had her on total life support. So they had, I think in Canada it was 15 machines at one time.
Yes.
Yeah, she's hooked up to 15 machines. Some of these machines are breathing for her. They're monitoring all of her heart rate and her blood pressure, and also giving her the medications that she needed. And they had her, not knowing what type of infection that she had yet, they had her on all kinds of antibiotics, just trying to fight whatever it was. The infectious disease department as well was involved in trying to just determine what is it that she has, because the infection was going through her body so fast that they knew it was probably something rare. We did, after a few days, get results back that it was a rare bacteria that she had. It's a very fast-acting rare bacteria called strep pneumonia. They're amazing. I can't think of any other word to say other than they're amazing. Her doctor is Dr. Acott at the IWK, and we absolutely love Dr. Acott, including Kale. For the first little while, we were traveling quite regularly to the IWK, especially the first year. There were a lot of complications. She ran into some heart troubles as well, on top of everything else. But now her doctor does a clinic here in Moncton, at the Moncton Hospital, so we don't have to travel. So every 3 months he comes here, sees the local New Brunswick patients, and it makes it so much easier for us, because otherwise we would be traveling, taking time off work. It's not Nova Scotia's hospital, it's Atlantic Canada's hospital. They're just amazing. They have so many resources there. Starting, not just the doctors and nurses, social workers to help you through how are you going to deal with this financially, and setting you up with resources in your province, and they'll liaise with the local resources to help you when you return home.
Before Kale got sick, it was something that you took for granted. You had always heard about the IWK, and you heard of friends or family members that had children that went there, but it's something that we definitely don't take for granted anymore, and you should give whenever you can, because they're amazing. What does Dr. Acott do every time he sees you?
He hugs me.
Dr. Acott gives you hugs?
I just wanted to see that.